All right, so let's see if the audio is okay. Perfect. How's it going, everyone? I hope you all are doing great. I am Dorkradu and I am back with another daily analysis. As always, I'm gonna start off with the Forex analysis. And to be more exact, I'm gonna start off with Euro USD, where we have a very good looking bearish opportunity. Right here, I see that price broke structure to the downside very impulsively. Before the break, liquidity was swept as well right here with this fake out. And after the break, I was able to identify this unmitigated order block that, as we can see, is lining up with this bearish trader order block, and they are both lining up with the premium area of this bearish range. The 4-hour is bearish on the trader graph as well, and the pullback has been very nice and corrective, which is exactly what we are looking for. On odd CHF, we have another bearish opportunity. We have an aggressive break right here, a unmitigated order block lining up with the premium area of this bearish range, as well as with this bearish trader order block. Liquidity was swept beforehand too, which is great. 4-hour bearish on the graph, and so far the pullback has been very nice and corrective. Moving forward, we have NZD USD with a bullish opportunity. We have a bullish shift in momentum, a liquidity sweep followed by a aggressive break towards the upside. We have a unmitigated order block lining up perfectly with the area of interest. Daily is bullish on the trader graph, and it is safe to say that this pullback so far looks very nice and corrective. On USD JPY, we have a bullish opportunity right here, a continuation of this overall uptrend with this bullish break that took price higher and left imbalance behind. We have this fair value gap lining up perfectly with the point of interest. Price swept liquidity beforehand as well right here. The trader graph is fully green, which is great. That's ideal. And now we just need to wait for the price to give us a corrective pullback. That's the last thing that we need to wait for. And also feel free to let me know in the live chat what you guys have been up to lately. Personally, things have been really nice. In the weekend, I was in a trip towards Germany, Munich, for the Euros. I watched my country, Romania, play and also win. It was an amazing experience that I'll never forget. It was a very, very cool atmosphere there. And yeah, it was super enjoyable. Let me know what you guys have been up to this weekend, this week so far. If you're also watching the Euros, I'm really curious to see that. So feel free to drop these down below in the live chat. Now on NZD we have a bearish opportunity. Okay, we have a bearish shift in momentum. We swept liquidity right here, and after that we broke structure to the downside with this aggressive bearish leg. We have this unmitigated order block that is lining up perfectly with the point of interest. The 4-hour is bearish on the trader graph, and now we need to wait for a continuation of this corrective pullback. On EuroCAD, another bearish setup, aggressive break, liquidity was swept beforehand. We have a unmitigated order block lining up perfectly with the area of interest, as well as with this bearish trader order block. 4-hour is bearish on the trader graph, and the pullback looks very nice and corrective as well so far. So we definitely want to see a continuation of that corrective pullback. Euro CHF, continuation of this downtrend, aggressive break, unmitigated order block lining up perfectly with the point of interest, as well as with this bearish trader order block. The trader graph is fully bearish, which is great. And the pullback so far looks pretty corrective as well. On GBP USD, we have another bearish opportunity. We have a bearish shift in momentum, liquidity sweep followed by a aggressive break towards the downside. We have this fair value gap that is lining up perfectly with the point of interest. Pullback is also looking very nice and corrective so far. And the 4-hour is also bearish on the trader graph. So definitely a setup with a lot of confluences. On ONZD, we have a bullish opportunity, very aggressive break towards the upside, a fair value gap lining up with the area of interest, and right beneath it, we have a bullish trader order block as well. 4 hour is bullish on the trader graph. And now the last thing that we need to wait for is a corrective pullback towards our fire zone. On USD CHF, we have a bearish opportunity looking very textbook, a continuation of this overall downtrend with this bearish break of structure right here. We also have an unmitigated order block that is lining up perfectly with the area of interest as well as with this bearish trader order block. The trader graph is fully bearish and the pullback looks pretty nice and corrective as well so far, which is exactly what we want, because if we get a aggressive pullback, then the setup will become invalid. OJPY, super impulsive break towards the upside, unmitigated order block lining up perfectly with the point of interest, as well as with this bullish trader order block. The trader graph is fully bullish, and now all we need to wait for is to see whether we manage to get a corrective pullback or not. On EURJPY, we have a bullish opportunity. We have a aggressive break right here, a unmitigated order block that is lining up perfectly with the point of interest. Liquidity was swept beforehand as well. The daily is bullish on the trader graph, and last thing that we now need to wait for is a corrective pullback. On GBP AUD, we have a bearish setup looking very textbook, aggressive break, fair value gap lining up with the point of interest as well as with this bearish trader order block. Trader graph is fully bearish, and now we just gotta wait and see if we manage to get a corrective pullback. On CAD-JPY, we have a textbook bullish setup, a continuation of this upwards push with this bullish break right here. We have an unmitigated order block lining up with the discounted area of this bullish range. The trader graph is fully bullish, which is ideal. And now we just need to wait once again and see if we manage to get a corrective pullback towards our fire zone. And lastly, for our Forex analysis, we have GBP-JPY with a very similar setup to CAD-JPY. Aggressive break, unmitigated order block lining up perfectly with the area of interest. Trader graph is looking bullish as well. Daily and 4 hour are both bullish, and those are the most important ones. And now, once again, we need to wait for a corrective pullback. And yeah, on that note, we'll end today's Forex analysis right here. As always, if there's any other questions, make sure to reach out on Discord. Now I will go over today's metals analysis, starting off with gold, where we have a very textbook bearish opportunity. Right here we can see that we had a very aggressive break of structure to the downside caused by this huge bearish leg. Liquidity was swept beforehand as well, which is great. And after the break, I was able to identify this very good looking fair value gap that is lining up perfectly with the point of interest. Right above it, we have a bearish trader order block as well. The 4 hour is bearish on the trader graph, and the pullback has been very, very corrective as well. So definitely a setup that has all confluences in place. On silver, I was able to identify a bullish opportunity. Okay, I saw this very impulsive break towards the upside that left imbalance behind. I was able to identify this unmitigated order block that is lining up perfectly with the point of interest, as well as with this bullish trader order block. The trader graph is fully bullish, and all we gotta wait for now is to see whether we manage to get a corrective pullback or not. And yeah, that's about it for the metals analysis. As always, if there's any further questions, make sure to reach out on Discord. And now I will go over today's indices analysis, starting off with US 30, where we have a very textbook bullish setup. We broke structure to the upside right here with this impulsive bullish leg. We have this unmitigated order block that is lining up perfectly with the area of interest. Daily is also bullish on the trader graph, which is great. And so far, this pullback looks pretty corrective as well. So we definitely don't want to see a continuation of that. On SPX and NAS 100, I wasn't able to identify new setups, although the price is looking very bullish. I wasn't able to identify a clear bullish range, and to be honest, the price looks pretty overextended. Okay, so we could see a pullback in the near future. All right, same story on NAS 100. Okay, price is looking pretty overextended, no clear bullish range that we can trade. Hence why we're not going to force anything, and we'll just focus on the setups, on the pairs where we have clear setups. Okay, and yeah, that's that when it comes to the indices analysis. As I always mention, if there's any other questions, make sure to reach out on Discord. And lastly, I will go over today's crypto analysis, starting off with Bitcoin, where things are looking pretty bearish. However, I wasn't able to identify a bearish range. Okay, right here, everything seems pretty slow. We have a lot of wicks, a lot of indecision. So I just want to wait for some fresh structure. Okay, and just keep it simple. On Ethereum, same exact story. Things are moving sideways for the past couple of days, which is perfectly normal. There's no need for us to force anything. From here, I want to see a clear move either to the up or to the downside, and then I should be able to identify a new setup. On Dogecoin, we have a very clear bearish setup. We broke structure to the downside very impulsively with this bearish leg. I was able to identify this unmitigated auto block that is lining up perfectly with the point of interest. Right above it, we have a bearish trader auto block as well. And the trader graph is fully bearish too, which is exactly what we want. And the pullback also very nice and corrective. Okay, so pretty much everything is in place. This is definitely a very valid setup. On XRP, things are looking pretty choppy, as we can see. Very, very easy to see that. Okay, we are in the middle of nowhere. So I'm just gonna wait for some fresh structure. And lastly, on Solana, things are looking bearish, yes. However, I'm not able to identify a bearish range here that we could trade. Yes, this looks like a good looking bearish range, but it has no imbalance in the area of interest. All right. And right here, what I want to see from here is either a clear break to the up or to the downside. And from there, I should be able to identify a new setup. And yeah, on that note, we'll end today's crypto as well as the overall daily analysis right here. As always, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all on the dork side. Take care.